What's up, YouTube? Today I am going to show you how to remove a suction hose, the AC hose from the 99 Acura TL. This is the version with navigation, but I think they're pretty much all the same. I've already taken the hose out. This is the hose here. If you can see to the back here, you see straight to on the back wall. That little hole is where this comes from. This part here sticks in there, and then this part here actually goes right below the alternator, and you have to remove the fan to get it out. So it's just one bolt there, and then the one bolt that's in the back. The front is a lot easier to get out than the back. To get it out, I had to actually remove the fuse box. I couldn't get the fuse box to come out, so I had to figure out a way to get the screw off. If you look back here, there's actually clips now that I have it off, so that when you're taking yours off, you can actually try to just get the clips instead. There's one on each side, and then this is the bracket that hooks directly to the wall. Alright, but you can see back there, they've already taken it off. So there's nothing coming out. It's empty, completely empty. And my suction hose had a little slash in it. I don't know why. Let's see here. Yeah, see that? So I bought one of those refill kits from the store. I was trying to fill it up, and it was just running straight out. To get the bolt off in the rear, you are going to need one of these. If you have a open-ended wrench like this, you can take it out. Actually, when I bought some, but it's still not big enough. And my largest one is a 26, so you're gonna need something larger than that. I don't know if they even have anything larger than that. So if that doesn't work, then you're gonna have to try to work it out with the other type of wrench. For the screws in the front, right here by the for the screws by the under the alternator, it's just a 10mm bolt. So you can just use your socket wrench and pull that out. There are two brackets along the side. There's one that fits right here, which is also a 10mm, and then there's gonna be one under. I'll try to show you when I move this. Alright, I had to switch from the camera to the phone because the camera's dead. There we go, some light. Alright, as I was showing you before, this is the other bracket that you want to take the bolt from. So it's right near where you're going to be taking the hose off. Alright. Now, make sure you put all your bolts on top of this cover. That way they don't fall down, you don't lose them. Then you have a big problem in your hands. Alright. This is the new AC hose. When you go to the store, you can order this from Acura. It's like 60 bucks. You can also pick it up at your local AutoZone, or there's another store we have here, but I forget what it's called, and it's also the same price, and you can get it the same day. Acura, it's like you pick it up the next day. This is the part number you're looking for. So it's 55276, and it's a hose assembly. Now you're gonna make sure you ask for a suction hose. It has the L on top, so it's the low port. Alright, so you want to take it out. And you want to make sure you compare it to the other hose, make sure it's exactly the same. Alright, so the front looks good. You know, just keep the cap on until you're ready to use it. Keep it in this plastic bag because you don't want any dirt to get inside. Alright, so far everything looks pretty much the same. Looks the same length. You want to take that bracket off of there. This is the one that fits in the back by the wall. So you want to take it off of there and put it on this one in the same spot. Right on top of this thing here. This one has an extra thing here. This one did have one, but it fell off. So just use the new one. And it has one here as well. So everything looks good. So if it looks good, you go ahead and take it off. Go ahead and install it. What I forgot to tell you about the fan. There's a 10 millimeter bolt here. There's also a 10 millimeter bolt here, and then at the bottom there's a 10 millimeter bolt right there. So you wanna get it from the bottom. It's right in between the drain plug and the that little holes right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install this this hose, and then we'll test it and see if it works. Alright, so I've got part of the hose on already. I've got the back part on. So you gotta make sure you put it on, and then turn this little knob here until it gets tight, and then take your wrench and make it a little tighter. But I'm not gonna make it super tight, just in case I need to take it back off. Before it was on there like crazy, so and then I've already transferred one of the bolts, which is right here. Sorry, one of the brackets. So you're gonna line, just push this thing over to where it lines up with the hole. Put it in, and then the other bracket I have here, and this bracket is the one that goes. It goes on top of, where is it? It goes on top right there. So you're just gonna put the hole on top, and then of course the round piece goes right over it. Alright. Alright, if you're putting back together, what you should have is, you should have that bolt there already twisted on. You should have this bracket here. See both of those bolts? That clamp actually goes over the hose, and the bottom part of it has like a little slot that it slips into. So both of those should be off. I took the entire clamp off the wall. It was easier to do it that way. Then I used the open-ended wrench to just screw it back on. I just clamped that hose. I put the clamp onto the hose before I put it into the car, and then I clamped it on the wall. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard. Alright, and then as you come over here, you're right here. Make sure that bolt is on, and then you take this hose and clip it back on. And you want to make sure you put the clamps all on, because if not, this hose is probably going to go into the fan belts or whatever, and they're probably going to rip. And then you're going to be spending another $60. Alright, so you can move up here. I've already put the bolt in, so just make sure it's nice and tight. Alright, the only bolts you should have left are the 3 for the radiator fan, and then the 1 bolt for the back wall. And I'm actually going to try to take the bracket off of this before I put it on, that way I can just slide it on there. Otherwise there's no way I can put that screw in there, or I'm going to be here all day. When you first start out, if you can get these 2 screws off of the fuse box, you should be able to take the screws off and then slide those 2 things right out. It'll help you a lot, because you'll be able to move this fuse box out of the way completely, and have a lot of space to work with the hose down here. Otherwise, you want to slip your hand into here, all the way under, just to get to it. or try to fit into the space right here, but it's very limited space. So try to get this fuse box off as much as you can, and yeah, I'm gonna try to take the bracket off and put it back, and see you guys in a second. Alright, I've put the fan back on. You want to make sure you get this top bolt here, this top bolt here. Make sure you slide under the car, or reach your arm under, just feel for the hole, and slide the bottom one in. Also, make sure you plug this back up. You don't need to take this one loose when you take the fan out. You just need to unslide this one, and that's it. And the whole fan will slide out. Just lift the cables above the fan. And last thing left is to put this box back in. I'm gonna try that right now. And that's it. Turn the car on, make sure it runs. I tried to charge mine a little bit with the can, but I don't have enough in the can. So I'm gonna go buy another one, see if that works. If not, I'll take it to the shop and have them check it out and recharge the system or see if there's any leaks anywhere. I haven't seen anything leaking down, and I don't have any holes anymore, which is good. Alright, and if your hinges are broken like mine, a 2x4 comes in handy. That's it for this one. I'll help y'all install something later.